Hey everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I am Kellen Fisher. We're going to be doing Big 12 basketball on this video on my thoughts on the conference, and I'll answer this very simple question, which many people seem to disagree on. Is the Big 12 the best basketball conference out there? As we all know, it's no longer the ACC. In my opinion, the ACC is not as dominant as what they once were, with UNC, Duke, Virginia, and Pitt were four teams 15 years ago that were very good. And now, really, let's just be honest, Duke and UNC are the only two that are actually still good. But right now we're going to shift over to the Big 12 and talk with them. Houston, Iowa State, and Kansas. Those are the three teams that are undefeated at home. Conference play versus and non-conference play, all combined, Houston 15-0 at home, Iowa State 15-0 at home, Kansas 14-0 at home. But when you dive in and take that look at Kansas, they're 3-5 in the 3-5 away. Brings up a few questions because Kansas isn't going to be playing their March Madness games at home. You got to get that problem on the road fixed. And that's going to be a problem for them, as they're also not doing very well. They're also doing somewhat good in the conference, 8-5. Not as good as usual for them. We have high expectations for Kansas, but they're still doing very well. But it's away that concerns me. 3-5. But when you look at the teams in the Big 12, every team has a winning record, or how this just over 500 overall, except for West Virginia. I don't know what's wrong with West Virginia. Not that anything's really wrong with them, but they're not that good. They're not that good. They're 9-17 overall, 346 percentage overall, 0-6 away. They're yet to win a game on the road. All their wins have come at home, and they're 4-9 in the conference. Their winning percentage in the conference is 308. That's not very good. But guess what? The next team, which is second to last, UCF. UCF also, though, 308 winning percentage in the conference, but still overall 13-12, so just one game above 500. But still above 500. So West Virginia, they got to get that problem fixed. But when you look at other conferences, they're struggling. The Big Ten is struggling this year. The Big Ten is not that good. But when you compare it to the Big 12, overall, they have a great conference. But they will be losing two teams that are in the middle of the pack, Texas and Oklahoma, to the SEC. Texas and Oklahoma are both 6-7 in the conference, while Texas is 17-9 overall, and the Sooners are 18-8 overall. So very similar there with each other. Both kind of in the same boat. But the Big 12, in my opinion, is the best basketball conference out there. They have 6 teams ranked: Houston at 2, Iowa State at 6, Kansas at 9, Baylor at 11, Texas Tech at 23, and just slipping in there at 25 is BYU. That's really good. Look at the Big 10. Guess how many teams the Big 10 has ranked? 2. You know who they are? Purdue. Okay, that's really good. Illinois, kind of right in the middle, around 10 to 15 spots in the top 25 all year. So like hovered right around that area in the middle of the pack when it comes to the top 25 list, which is great to be in the top 15. That's just they've really been all year. Because Wisconsin no longer is ranked, and those 3 teams carried the conference for pretty much a long time, except Wisconsin has gone off the rails, and now it's really just up to those 2 to carry the conference. And I already said about the ACC. SEC's doing pretty good, but when we look at the Big 12, nobody's touching them. Nobody. And they're bringing in more basketball schools next year. They will have Arizona next year. That scares me with this conference. You're going to see teams like Kansas and Arizona face off in the regular season. Not March Madness, regular season. Isn't that amazing that we're seeing this? And it's just going to make the Big 12 better. more people are going to watch the Big 12 with the matchup that I just said, Kansas and Arizona. This is good for them. This conference is in the best spot. They're the best conference out there, in my opinion. I'm Kellen Fisher. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Who is your pick for the best basketball conference? Let me know. Instagram, Kellen_sports. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.